But yeah, they're pulling my file was the one that Trump did to me. And I'm thinking, is this supposed to put a fear factor in me? I never broke a law. Why would you pull a file on an old senior citizen? Why would you do that?
Well, he has the IRS watching people's checking and savings accounts. The thing they talked about several years ago, and I forgot about it, but it had people up in arms. I find out earlier, actually, in this year, that in fact, they went ahead and he has commissioned the IRS to watch and monitor our checking and savings accounts and Lord knows whatever else. So it goes back to my point, is you watching us. You watching us. You want to know what videos we're watching. You want to know how much you got in your checking and what you don't have in it and in your savings. You want to, all these breaches and all this other stuff from these mysterious in the dark web and in dark corners and dark rooms and dark houses alleged, and you don't know who it is. But ain't nobody watching the other stuff that is literally destroying not just the United States, it's literally destroying the entire fabric of reality.
I think it's set up to destroy. I think
it is.
Basically, it has to be, because no one could be that naive that they can't see what's going on. You know, like I believe in helping everyone, but I see that Brandon Johnson said he's going to set up a committee to not he's going to get a person to work on the homeless situation. So he's going to get a special, I guess, division to work with the homeless people. So why did he decide to work with the homeless people when he brought all these people over here and he knows nothing about them? He has to take care of them, but he didn't do anything about the homeless people till now. I ain't never heard him even mention anything about the homeless people, and I'm a little lost. I've always, even when the asylum seekers came in, I could not understand, why can you find a spot to put them when people has paid taxes, born here, and they're still sleeping on the street? And this, from the strategy I'm seeing coming up, the ones of us that do have shelter, you're trying to throw us out of those. And you're asking us to take in the asylum seekers, but you haven't asked anyone to take in the homeless one that's sleeping on the streets, that was born here. A lot of us didn't decide to become asylum seekers. Our forefathers was brought here in chains. We didn't want to be here, okay? But now you're telling those that has finally worked their backsides off to get a place to live, you're telling them, take in the asylum seekers. How come you can't get a committee going to say, okay, let's work on something where the homeless people, we can work with them to get them situated? Before I go over here, I would start at looking after my daughter, which is a part of me, before I would go out there and get someone else and say, okay, come on, let me look after you, and she's on the streets. None of this is not logical to me. I try not to discuss these things because of the fact it burns at the core of my stomach. I know I don't have a whole lot of days being a senior citizen, shopping days to Christmas, but I do still have emotions. And it really, really, I haven't seen anyone doing anything. Thank you, April.
Okay. I don't know if you know, you might know. Like I said, I've got nothing against, I don't, and it sounds like a broken against the migrants, refugees, asylum seekers, whatever you want to call them, okay? Whatever it is, I got nothing. They're just trying to, there's some of them that are just trying to survive, and I get it, okay? But they